Hello Internet, that geek redhead here. This is part 4 of question mark of my Tigatron cosplay build. Today I'll be doing the lower legs. So what you see me doing here is I've just made a duct tape and cling film wrap of my leg and I'm cutting out the foam pieces for it. So what shoes? Now these are memory foam. Ooh. The feet were tricky because I wanted to get the shape right, but I didn't quite know how to get the shape right. So what I'm doing with this blue stuff is I'm creating the sort of look down shape around the shoes that I bought so that I could build around them. And I essentially made a sort of net just to kind of get the basic sort of curvature correct. But in the end, yeah, I just started with the back up because that was the easiest. I don't know if this is clear, but I am absolutely, completely, and utterly making this up as I go along. Even the registration marks, I'm just cutting these out of these fish scale things in the hopes that I'm going to create some sort of curve. This is like some weird hoof. Do not know why it took me so long to get those stupid hoof things right. I mean, look, you can see me adding more registration marks and curves and slits in just to get it to do that stupid curve that I needed it to do. Because like I said, I do not know what I'm doing. This is going to be slightly graceless, and apologies for the. I need to figure out how to build it properly around my foot so that it doesn't cause too much trouble when I'm walking. Right, so already that kind of rests where it should, and it's got a little bit of flexibility. But for the rest of it, I don't know. What should I do? I think I will keep. I'll do one shoe at a time. Probably won't film it because I don't necessarily want it on camera. Me just doing these. I think I'll do it off camera and then give you an update. I ended up going down the cling film and duct tape route again to create this little cone template that I cut out of foam and then proceeded to glue it onto the bird's eye view template blue thing and then onto the shoes themselves. I originally was going to just pin them so I could take the shoes out, but nah. I have glued together the two leg pieces, did a bit of finagling off camera, but these do pretty much go around the leg. Obviously, I have a slipper in the way. I won't film this because it's going to be boring, but I will catch it with you when I'm done. Uh-oh, new camera angle. Look at the mess. Ignore it. So I'm done with the base of the legs. This took ages only because of the finickiness and the waiting for glue to dry, but here, don't know if you can see, I've done tabs. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to start from the bottom because that's where I did all the measuring from. It's on. Do you know what? That's actually not bad. There's okay, there's gaps, but I think that was inevitable. I can just pretend that's a feature. Ooh, what I could do is I could get a deliberate strip of foam there and I can cover it in the white stuff. And I can, I'll put magnets on it so it looks like a deliberate design choice. That's what I'll do. Okay. But yeah, can I stand in it? I'll move back a bit. Yay! Alright, standing. Hang on. Wait. I'm going to reposition the camera. I'm going to go get the feet. and see how they look together. Ta-da! Not too bad, right? I'll put a little seam coverer up along here to kind of hide the ugly black void of a gap. Yeah, not too bad. I can't walk too fast. These kind of touch the ground, but then don't get too affected when I walk. Okay, I can't bend down too much. There we go. First of all, apologies for his interruptions. Second of all, why yes, I am in a different location. Why? Because there's sunshine in November and I'm going to take advantage of it. Yes, and so are you. So, I was at an impasse last night while I was trying to figure out what to do about the knee pieces. Now that I've done the feet and the calves, I couldn't remember what they're called. And I was like, oh, am I going to have to 3D print it? Am I going to have to build something rudimentary? But then I remembered I'm a hoarder and I don't throw things away. And now it has finally come to pass. Aha! I can't remember if I've kept this in one of the edited videos, but this was the very first attempt I tried to make a sphere for the shoulders. And as you can see, it is not good at all. It's not even remotely spherical. There are gaps everywhere, and if I were to bounce this thing, it would land on the table and then end up in Portugal or something. But it is in fact the perfect height and elongation for the knee piece. Therefore, my plan is to slice this down the middle. I'll use my heat gun to unstickify the contact adhesive and then work from there. I can use the heat gun to reshape the foam, but it is sturdy at the very least because this is the 10mm foam. And yes, I believe that's at least the best start. I'll give it a go. If it doesn't work out, then I will not have wasted this at the very least for a new attempt. Yeah, I'm going to get on with that. So, but not throw that. I'm not on the ground floor here. But yeah, give this a go. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. It's only a model. Shh. Hello, it is much later. It's pitch black outside. I did not film a damn thing because it wasn't terribly interesting to watch, and I was kind of fumbling and procrastinating all day. Shocking, right? However, behold the fruits of my labour. Ta-da! Right, oops. That went well. There we go. Easier to hold. Da, 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 da. It wasn't difficult per se, but it was finickety. I have tried walking in these, by the way, and it's not too bad. These bits, fortunately, do not interfere with my knees much. If I have to shave anything off, I will, but they're not. They're okay. While I was sort of trying to fit things around, I ended up wearing this bit for about an hour because I just forgot I was wearing it, which is encouraging. It means I'm not going to completely melt under the thing, but that remains to be seen. But at least it means that I can definitely wear this comfortably, so hooray. Full disclosure, everybody, this next bit about the zips lasts about 20 minutes. It's mostly me rambling angrily about the bad decisions I made and the mistakes made and da-da-da-da-da. Long story short is I had problems with the zips, but I fixed it. So if you want to just move on to where I actually put the thing together, please skip ahead to this timestamp. If, however, you wish to watch me fumble and fail and get frustrated and such, then please, by all means, hang around and laugh at me.
I find myself at a bit of an impasse. I have spent all of today trying to fill in a gap, so to speak. So the leg pieces, I have added an extra bit of foam to that bit to cover up the nasty black gap when it is, which it has. And then I was like, there must be something else I can do. So I thought, magnets. And I ordered magnets, so I have inserted magnets move the camera, all along here, and attempted to do the same on the other side. However, these aren't very strong magnets, as it turns out. I can order more, but it's difficult to know the strength of the magnets that you're buying online, and there's nowhere near me where I can actually, test the magnets out. And also, they have more of a snap to them when they have more of a snap to them when they're here versus when they're on the thing. So I'm kind of at a loss what to do now, as I've put holes in what would have been a nice smooth bit, and it just seems like I've wasted all that time. I think I've made the extra flap too thick, because it was originally just an extra piece of this 5mm, the same, to make it the same thickness as the end, but then I added a bit of 1mm just to kind of keep it in place and also to hold the magnets. But it doesn't affect how I put it on, which is good, but it's just not covering the gap like I hoped it would. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sleep on this because I'm sick of looking at and thinking about magnets and all this finicky work that feels like it was for nothing. And it is reversible, but do I want to? Vroom, vroom. Yeah, like I said, I'll sleep on it. Just see how it goes and see what I decide. I may end up just having a big ugly gap. Who knows? I lied, I didn't sleep on it because I started obsessing over it. I've decided to forget the magnets. I haven't decided if I'm going to dig them out yet, but what I'll do is I will just leave the flap as it is and just cover the back end with the white, and I'll just live with it. And if I figure out a way later, then fine, but I don't want to go through the hassle of finding stronger magnets that are too thick or don't actually work as well, or get a bar. I don't have the... I could potentially, once the fabric is on, sew on some clasps, that bras have, whose name escapes me. Not poppers, though. I don't trust poppers to not come out. I mean, it's not the thing that holds the leg piece in place. It's just to kind of stick it down. So the hook clasps, is that what they're called? Might be the way to go. But I can't be thinking of these magnets anymore, so I've decided, bugger it. Not all of the day was wasted on it, because only half of it, maybe less than half of it, was dedicated to the magnets themselves. It was mostly the curvature. And when I say all day, I wasn't spending literally all day on it. I did just kind of go slowly throughout the day while I was doing other things, so I guess I shouldn't be too upset. Well, yeah, I am. I'm just annoyed. But there we are. I'm just going to do that and see, and just pretend none of this happened. I am, however, going to cover up the holes I made on the visible area with foam clay to smooth over, but all of these pieces are going to need finishing before the fabric goes on anyway, so I won't be too sad about it. just going to stop talking because I'm just working myself up. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is salvageable. I haven't ruined anything. Yeah, anyway. That'll do. Update. Rubbish lighting. I don't care. The magnets are gone. I have basically undone all that hard work. Whatever. I have decided now, for these things, I'm going to put, and this is going to sound like the most obvious thing in the world, and why did I not think of this before, but a zip. I'm using a zip. I'm so irritated that I did not think about a zip. But then my sister said, why don't you just zip it up? And I was like, no, it can't work because of this, this and that. But then about 20 seconds later I went, so I have ordered zips, they have arrived. I'm not going to film this because if I get it wrong again, I'm going to be so annoyed because I have to leave these stupid things on. I tried taking them off with the heat gun, but it's just, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen without terribly warping the foam. I'm just going to have an extra way to close it up. It's fine, I'm fine. So I'm going to put this down and calm down. Right, zip go here and here, so I can just zip it up. Luckily, I thought ahead this time. These are white zips. Please be white zips. Yes! They are white zips, and it will be not 100% seamless, but it will be better than having that big, nasty, gaping hole. Look at all the zippy zips. Ooh. Now, one thing that I am concerned about is keeping it on the foam, because the best luck with foam. The idea is that I can keep this as close as possible to the top here so that it just looks terrible camera, I don't care. There we go. And it will just kind of be somewhat seamless and there. But I just need to figure out the best. That fell off. Oh, how to make it stay on, essentially. There we go. Yeah. I bought ones with stopper ends because that would have made me mad. Having said that, I bought the wrong kind of zip. I don't know why this did not occur to me when I ordered them, but these are just stop ends. They are not insertion box ends. It wouldn't matter so much if these were two open ends, but what I needed to do was think of this thing like a hoodie. Essentially, two open ends that need to come together instead of like a cushion. Do you know, it's just as well because these stupid legs have been stressing me out. So it's probably a good thing that I can't work on them tonight because I have to be somewhere in 55 minutes anyway. So I don't know what I was expecting to get done tonight, but I have two options now. I can either buy more zips, and then I just have these, knocking about, which is always handy, I suppose. Or, not now, Flynn. I know you're upset about the zips as well. Or I can get a sort of zip repair kit to add the insertion box myself. But I don't know if I can be bothered to do that. It seems like such a faff. And also, I would need to know the size of the teeth. I'd need to know what I was doing. Which, as I'm sure you can tell, I don't. So, meh. Damn it. Don't know if I filmed what happened, but just in case I didn't. When my zips did eventually arrive, 3 days late, I opened the things up and, of course, they're the wrong ones. They sent me ones 10 centimetres too short. Hooray! So that was yesterday, but I have just, received some from Amazon. I didn't want to buy from Amazon because I'm sick of buying from Amazon. But these got here and like, no, more expensive. But hopefully these are in fact the correct kinds of zips and that's the wrong thing. It's this parcel, that was something else. That, actually, just fun fact, is a replacement drawing pen because somebody with fur and a tail has played with my other one and it's gone, it's vanished. So here... Please be 50 cent. I'm going to be so annoyed if these aren't 50 centimetres as well. I definitely ordered 50 centimetres, but look at the size of these. I don't know if I'm convinced. Oh, for God's sake! The f is that? This is a saga now. This is officially a saga. I would have thought. Wrong effing. At least they're the right type. Fine. I have been raring and ready to zip these damn things up for nearly 10 days. But no, can't. I'm so pissed off. The reason I opened that parcel first because it was bigger and thicker, and I was like, oh yeah, 50 centimetre zips, of course. These things, fine. I was going to film tonight and do stuff, but no. Fun times. I've had some Maltesers, I've calmed down a bit. I'm going to give this one more chance, simply because I checked my order page. I ordered 2 25 centimetres and 2 51. Maybe I just ordered the... Maybe I just opened the wrong ones. I'm so stupid. That's more like it. Okay, there was no need for that ramble. However, that was my expression when I opened the last ones and they were the wrong ones. Okay, I'm less annoyed now, so I'm just going to have another Malteser and crack on. This is going to sound so stupid because I've said many stupid things today. I know that probably doesn't mean anything, but once I had the zip in front of me and in front of the foam piece, my question suddenly became, how am I going to put it on? And I don't mean how am I going to attach it, I knew that, but imagine I've got these two pieces here. You think, oh, put them together. But when you look at the zip, the one I used was a bit chunkier, got a raised bit there, and then it goes, do I put it underneath, like so, but then there leaves a recess, or do I put it on top, and then it's raised? So, and actually my initial idea looked like it wasn't going to work, but then it ended up sort of working, I hope, and that was to overcomplicate things, because of course, and that was to put that bit along the edge and sort of wrap it around so that I get as near as, damn it, a level bit. It probably ultimately does not matter, but over-analytical brain just went, yeah. So, I have, in fact, done a piece. It's drying, and I will leave it to dry. I might even sew it in, but I don't want to damage the foam. Plus, I'm not going to sew into it while it's still sticky. I've made that mistake before and come out with some ruined needles. But it will make it very tricky to put together, having done it the method I have done it. Having said that, when it closes... Yay! Now, when I was conceptualizing this in my brain / on me, I kind of went, if I'm alone, which I might be at certain conventions, I'll probably have a friend to help me the first one, because I'd be like, help, can't see. I was like, how am I going to put this on? Because my brain sort of went, oh no, I'm not going to be able to do the complicated thing on my own. I'm hoping, I haven't actually tried this yet, I can just kind of... Yay! Oh, thank goodness. And then can I, in fact... This is already going really well. Hang on, I'm going to push forward just a little bit more. Pull it. Okay. Yes, that works. I've made it a wee bit tight. I'm going to live with it because that will actually keep it on my... Yeah! Woohoo! As for how what am I going to do with these bits? That's a good question. My thinking is move the stoppers. I have moved them already, but uh-oh, why won't it open? Move the stoppers down to there, and oh no, my foot. And just have a little clip there just to stop it from thingy. But yeah, and then I can just take it off. Yay! Right, that's that. Do the other one and then the legs. I'm having a dilemma. What do I do about these stupid Velcro tabs? I know my logical brain says get rid of them, but I spent so long trying to get them right. And they do work technically, but it's just so frustrating because I spent so long on it. But I should get rid of them, if only because I can't do the same trick I did with the arm things on here because I can't glue them down. So fine, I'll get rid of them. It's such a waste of resources and time, and it's fine, everything's fine. I will get over it, and I will do what needs to be done. It's just a pity I can't recycle these, although what would I realistically do with... Oh, he's going to interrupt now. Interrupticus. If you're going to interrupt, at least make yourself useful and become... Try not to sound so unhappy. I could talk, but he won't let me. Where was I? Yeah, realistically, there's probably nothing I can do with pieces this small. I'll just have to suck it up and get over it. So I will do that, and then I'll get back. Thanks. I will do that and get back to you in a minute. Aha! First, my shirt is actually pink. I just had terrible lights. Second of all, I have in fact managed to take the things off without the use of a heat gun, which does... It sounds... Ow. Stabbed myself with my fingernail. It does suggest that these would have come off eventually, but only in one direction. I'm pulling them up and off. They wouldn't have come off this way. So I don't feel so bad about it. Yay! Cool. Just thought I'd update with that little tidbit. Leg one complete. It is still drying. I mean, it's dry, but it'll be dry. It'll be even drier tomorrow, but I need to test it. So zip is on. I haven't decided what to do with this little bit at the moment. How shall I do this? At the risk of playing some, like, I don't know, full Monty music, let's do it this way, shall we? Let's go for it. All this angle is awkward for me. Oh, hang on, I'm going to put this down. I can't. Oh, this chair moves. Riveting content. Right. Okay. It's on the leg. Okay, this is promising. Yes. Yes! It's on! That ain't going nowhere. Oh, I didn't stretch. Yes! Don't know what to do with this bit yet, but I am convinced that is the way to go. God, can I take it off? Because I can see it's already coming apart. Yay! Oh, thank God. Thank God this worked. I was telling my sister about how her idea was the correct one, and she kind of went, when I do cover it in the fabric, I intend to hand sew it to kind of keep it in place. The reason I'm not doing it yet is because I don't want to accidentally rip through the foam with the thread. But once there's a layer of fabric there, I can just use that sandwich. I know what I mean. So yeah, I shall do the other leg now, which isn't terribly interesting to film because it's just mostly me going and then waiting for it to dry and stick it together. But yay! I'm pleased it's worked. Right,